Shiftry got introduced all the way back in Generation 3 and it has not been a great Pokémon in competitive, always ending up in the lowest tiers in competitive singles, though it did have its moment in Gen 3 UU. While Shiftry is not considered a good Pokémon overall, it actually had a niche in 3 generations of Ubers, this being Gen 3, Gen 4 and Gen 5 Ubers. So what was Shiftry's niche role in these generations of Ubers? Shiftry's stats are not really that great. Its offensive stats are pretty low with a respectable base 100 attack stat, 90 base special attack stat and a 80 base speed stat. Aside from that, Shiftry is very frail, so it can't really take hits either. However, Shiftry was just strong and fast enough to find a niche in the Uber tier as a sun abuser with its ability Chlorophyll, doubling its speed stat when the sun is up. Weather duration used to be infinite prior to Generation 6, so if the weather remains unchanged, Shiftry could abuse this for as long as it was on the field, and it was a great partner on teams with Groudon. This allows Shiftry to run Adamant Nature or Modest Nature as well, as it was already able to outspeed the majority of the Pokémon in the Ubers metagame, including the fastest Pokémon in the tier, Deoxys Speed. In Generation 3, Shiftry could be very dangerous on the sun with a Choice Band or Swords Dance set with moves like Brick Break, Shadow Ball, Explosion and Hidden Power Fire or Ice. Friendly reminder that in Generation 3, Shadow Ball and certain types of Hidden Power were physical moves and not special. Shiftry could even run Solar Beam on Choice Band sets to have an easier time against Groudon, and it can use Fake Out or Quick Attack to finish off a weakened faster opponent. And Shadow Ball is a great move to hit the common psychic types in Gen 3 Ubers like the Lottie Twins and Deoxys. Explosion is also a good option to nuke pretty much anything. Shiftry did lack physical step moves as both Dark and Grass moves were all special prior to Gen 4. Special sets were not great as Shiftry has a lower special attack stat and its special moves were very weak despite having the step boost. Choice Band was there for the immediate power as the extra power allowed Shiftry to net 2-hit KOs on certain Pokémon, and this is important as Shiftry was unlikely to survive a hit of the opponent if they survived. Not to mention it was not that easy to bring Shiftry on the field and setting up. Swords Dance is there if you can find an opportunity to set up and turn it into a potential late game sweeper. By the way, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you. In Generation 4 and Generation 5 as an extension, Shiftry got even better as a sun abuser in Ubers as the physical special split helped it out immensely. As a result, Shiftry gained actual step moves on both sides, having access to Seed Bomb plus Feint Attack on the physical side and Dark Pulse plus Grass Knot on the special side, with both Swords Dance and Nasty Plot as boosting moves. Its special set was preferred despite its lower special attack stat, as it had significantly stronger step options. Under the sun, Shiftry is able to outspeed common fast Pokémon like Deoxys Speed, Choice Scout Garchomp and Rock Polish Groudon, and is able to one-hit KO them with a super effective move being Dark Pulse, Grass Knot or Hidden Power Ice. Dark Pulse was an excellent option against the Ghost and Psychic types in the Uber tier like Giratina Origin and the Lottie Twins, being able to one-hit KO them after a Nasty Plot boost. Grass Knot was a great option as many Pokémon in the Uber tier are very heavy, so even though Solar Beam has no drawback under the sun, Grass Knot was hitting the majority of Pokémon for the same damage anyway. Not to mention that Grass Knot matches up much better against Pokémon who could potentially switch into Shiftry to change the weather, like Kyogre and Tyranitar, meaning Solar Beam would need a turn to charge. Even though these Pokémon can't stop a sweep from Shiftry, both Tyranitar and Kyogre do not like switching into a Grass Knot. The same goes for Rayquaza, who could nullify the effects of Sun with its ability Airlock, meaning you would lose Shiftry against an incoming Kyogre or Rayquaza, and Rayquaza is also 4 times resistant against grass moves. While Hidden Power Ice is preferred as a coverage option to hit the aforementioned Garchomp and Rayquaza with super effective damage, Focus Blast is an option to hit Dialga and Heatran, who otherwise completely shut Shiftry down, alongside being able to hit Darkrai for super effective damage, though its inaccuracy can be very detrimental for Shiftry's sweep. Hidden Power Fire is also an option against Scizor and Ferrothorn, hitting them for a lot of damage, or you could use Explosion to muscle through Blissey and open up an opportunity for a special attacking teammate. A very niche option is to use Hidden Power Rock to take care of Ho-Oh, And another very interesting option is Torment. Torment can allow Shiftry to gain a free nasty plot on choice locked Pokémon, as it would force them to use Struggle. Not only was Shiftry a good setup sweeper, especially late game, but it could be used as an offensive check to opposing sweepers, specifically Rock Polish Groudon. Shiftry also does not fear being trapped by a Wobbuffet, as it is immune to Mirror Coat. While Shiftry primarily wants a special set, its physical capabilities should not be overlooked. This set allows it to have an easier time against Blissey and Dialga with low kick, but it has a worse matchup against Pokémon like Giratina and Rayquaza. Its stab moves are not very strong, but a Sword Stance boosted Seed Bomb is still able to one-hit kill Groudon, Kyogre and more Pokémon in the tier, while Feint Attack can one-hit kill Mewtwo and Latias and Giratina Origin. Just remember though that at the end of the day, Shiftry is still Shiftry, and as a result requires team support to be effective. Without Sun, it's pretty much dead weight and is not the strongest Pokemon around, so Hazard Chip is very valuable for it to have an easier time killing Pokemon. Not to mention that Shiftry's frailty makes it hard to actually set up, but this could be solved by using Wobbuffet or dual screens. Under Sun, it can be rather difficult to stop Shiftry when it has a special attack or attack boost. Let me know in the comments what you think of Shiftry's niche as a Sun abuser in 3 generations of Ubers, and check out my video on Primeape's niche in Gen 4 Ubers if you haven't already. Thanks for watching and see you next time.